there, my name is Phila Beck and the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share and subscribe and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And we're getting quite a lot of Doctor Who news. We're finally getting some news about Season 12. Now, this is pretty similar to Season 11. They kept everything very much under wraps. Even in that extended trailer at the end of Episode 1, where they just showed you all the guest stars they had lined up for the season. Before I get into this, if you're new to my channel, I think I should give you a disclaimer that I hated Season 11. I hated it with every fibre of my being. And I think I've narrowed it down to two major problems. One, it wasn't very good. It just wasn't very good. The stories were childish. They lacked depth. They lacked stakes. The villains were two-dimensional. Space racist, evil Donald Trump, who's not evil. I don't know. They lacked the villains lacked believability and credibility. The Doctor was ineffective. She never knew what was going on or what to do about anything. She was essentially a bus driver for her companions who she gut wrenchingly makes me gut churningly keeps calling her fam. Anyway. Graham was talking of her companions. Graham was pretty darn good. But that was another problem. The Doctor didn't have the heroic arc through the story. She didn't. It wasn't about her. She didn't have. She lacked authority. She lacked moral authority. She was instead just a bit of a virtue signaling twat. If you ask me, it's the first time I've met a Doctor that I wouldn't want to hang out with. I wouldn't want to be in the presence of. I'd be like, yeah, no, I'll give you a miss, darling. It was just really bad. And I was excited for it as well. I wasn't one of these people who said, oh, no, it can never work. I thought it was going to work. I thought I was excited for it. At the end of the first episode, I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. Second episode, I liked a lot. I thought I had showed a lot of promise. Then the third episode was like, I wasn't allowed not to like. It was okay. But the space racists really let it down. Fourth episode, awful. One of the worst episodes of Doctor Who ever. And it just kept getting, never recovered after that fourth episode. Just going, meow down. Basically, my journey with it matched the audience ratings, which was like, yeah! Like that. So that's the first problem with it. The second problem with it is they then had the Doctor... but they put into her mouth very current day diversive political nods and winks into current day politics, which was extremely diverse in politics. It's okay to say we're stronger together because we are stronger together. But and I know it was the Hillary Clinton campaign election slogan. Making jokes about Brexit. It was. It was very exclusionary. It excluded much of the audience. Now, again, I think you could have gone for if you did that and you had good episodes, like good writing, and it was compelling. You could have got away with it. If you had good writing and you if you had if you had good writing but the political crap, fine, you could have got. If you had if you didn't have the political crap and the bad writing, it would have been like meh. I probably would have watched it, but both together, it was a stinker. So that was my feeling of Season 11. I really hated it. I think it was a betrayal of both Doctor Who and the fan audience in a real significant way. But they kept everything very closely under wraps to not spoil any surprises. But there weren't any surprises. It was like, this week the Doctor Who's going to meet a space bunny that likes to eat ships and it'll be bland. And we'll talk about how people are transgendered on other planets. Okay, today Doctor Who says sexism is bad. I think, So that, they kept it all very much under wraps. But things are starting to leak out. I think this latest leak is an unofficial one because when they leaked the Judoon, it was a real official photograph. When they leaked the Cybermen, I don't think we've seen pictures of them. Are they supposed to be redesigned? I really don't know. And now the Daleks are back, and there is a redesigned Dalek. It looks pretty good. That's something actually very maddening about the Chris Chibnall era. The design, 90% of it, I think, is very good. I really enjoy it. The little fingers going up and down in the TARDIS, when it's in flight. doesn't really work. It's a shame. It's a decent idea. My criticisms on Doctor Who are not towards the artisans making it who are doing just breathtakingly fantastic work. I'm just sorry that your work's being wasted on this dross. It's a real, it's a real shame. So anyway, so now they're wheeling out. So we got the Judoon, we got the Daleks, and we got Cybermen. At least, and I think they're going to be wheeling out a lot of things. I think this season they're really going to they've really heard the criticisms, but they fail to understand them. So I this is my guess. I don't think they're going to address the central problems, which is the terrible writing and the current day politics and the political correctness. I don't think they're going to address it. Instead, they're going to cram in lots of member bearers. They're going to put in, again they're wheeling out Daleks, Cybermen, Judoon. Oh, and the Holocaust, because that's always cheery family fare, isn't it? Fine, and I think we'll probably see more, but again we'll have to wait and see. So this does tie into some rumours that I have at least two contradictory rumours that I've heard, and you believe what you want to believe. Oh, speaking of which, I'm sure you've seen this, but have you? The Bleeding Cool ran this article, this really, really, really obnoxiously dumb article. It seems like Watchmen coming out and it not being liked by lots of people has triggered many of the progressive fandom crowd, the Funko Pop fandom crowd. So this guy dug up, I don't even know his name, dug up this 38-year-old clip of John Pertwee making a corporate video talking about insurance, appliance insurance from a company called Zanussi. Zanussi was big in the 80s. I remember their ads were like, Zanussi, the appliance of science, was their tagline. And so they had John Pertwee on their corporate video talking about the new warranty program. And it's a very weird corporate video. But at the end of it, the faux assistant in it says, "But doctor, where is the planet Zanussi?" And then Pertwee turns around. One of the strangest things I've ever seen. I've seen many strange things. Turns around and says, "Show us your tits and I'll tell you." Now, okay, I don't think that would really work in 2019, and it was a bit cringy then as well. But whatever. But the article on Bleeding Cool was clearly meant to cancel John Pertwee. Cancel culture came from John Pertwee, and I think most people turned around and said, "Oh, be quiet, you twat." It was like nearly 40 years ago. He's dead. Times were different then. He was an actor saying a line thing, and it was kind of like funny in its cringiness. But but okay. So people see what they want to see. People see, So this guy saw that an expression of the white supremacy, male patriarchy. I know whatever nonsense these people are always spouting. They were always talking about Nazis hiding everywhere. They're not. No. I mean, maybe in Brazil, I guess, but no. There aren't white supremacists everywhere. Anyway, so they have these two contradictory rumors. I'm choosing to believe one over the other because it's what I want to believe. Much like this Bleeding Cool article, I'm choosing what. So the rumor one is one that fills me with dread and terror that the Chibnall and Whittaker are going to do a third year. Oh, please no. Now the rumor that contradicts that is they've already left, and this is the one I hope is true, and I'm believing to be true because it makes sense to me. That Chibnall strikes me as somebody who doesn't have very good personal character traits. Like Russell T Davies has always struck me as somebody who is a real moral authority. Like a very moral person. I never heard him talk negatively about anybody. It's certainly in public. And before Doctor Who came back in 2005, before they aired that first at Rose, there was this program about Doctor Who they put on beforehand. And they had Russell T Davies talking about every era of Doctor Who and talking about in glowing terms and loving terms and there were some really ropey eras that he was able to just focus on the good. So I think he's a person of high moral character. I really genuinely do. I think Chibnall is a person of low moral character because that's the Doctor he produced, somebody who has had a low moral character. So I think he is astounded and aghast that the fan reaction has been, the audience reaction, I'm not going to say fan, the audience reaction was as bad as it was. If it was just a fan reaction, it would go, oh, they're just incel, blah, who cares? But the viewing figures tanked. It went from the highest viewing figures ever to the lowest viewing figures ever. That's just math. I'm sorry. It tanked massively. And so I think Chibnall is butthurt. I think he's really butthurt that he didn't get plaudits and adulations from everyone, that his version of Doctor Who wasn't like raised up and praised amongst all others, because that's really his core motivation. Was clearly he wrote Doctor Who to get woke points from his peers for being so progressive. Because, and you probably would have got away with it had you have written a good freaking story as well. But no, and I can't. I nearly went down a rabbit hole talking about more things I hated. But no more. There was some good news though. There is some good news in fandom for 2020. We are getting not one, but two, maybe even three. At least two new animated restorations of Patrick Troughton episodes. We knew about the faceless ones. I wonder, are they going to be doing animating the episodes that already exist? I'm not sure. I think one episode, two episodes exist. I think it's two. I remember seeing them years ago at a Panopticon. It was back before they had home video. That's way back. It must have been the late 80s. Yeah. Anyway, so we got the faceless ones we knew about, but then they just released yesterday. They're also bringing out Fury from the Deep. Now this is fantastic news because the reason they've done they did the Macro Terror after they did Power of the Daleks is because they once you create the template for a character using this animation, they created a template for Ben, for Polly, and for Jamie, and so they wanted to reuse those to amortize out those costs. But now because they're doing Fury from the Deep, they're going to be doing a model for Victoria, which means well, one step closer to getting Evil of the Daleks. I would love to see Evil of the Daleks. That would be fantastic. And then if they do Evil of the Daleks, they got to do the Highlanders, I think, and there's like two or three other missing episodes from that season. Then they can release a box set of season 4, is it? I think it's season 4. Yeah, then they can release a box set of season 4, and which will be annoying because I already have bought them because, I'm a sad Doctor Who fan. I'm a sad Doctor Who fan. I'm also a rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified of when new videos drop. And please comment. Let me know what you think. I'm always. Listen. I have a tiny channel. I will take the time to reply to you. And the one guy wrote this one time this really lengthy diatribe telling how much he disagreed with it, which. Fine, I'm happy. We disagree. Isn't it great? We should live in an age where we can vehemently disagree with each other and be happy to do so, and still be good to each other anyway, even though we disagree. Disagreeing isn't a bad idea. One thing we can't disagree about though is to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell and leave me a comment. Thanks for watching.